Welcome, Werido. Chapter 1, A New Beginning. Natayee, the only...
Hey, Nay. Am I going to be in the story, Nay?
You'll definitely be in this story.
I wasn't in the last story, Nay. I better be in this one, Nay.
I promise you'll be in this story.
You're going to find chocolate covered raisins on your P.O.
Oh, boy. Natayee, the only Werido from Canacunuck, stood 9 feet tall and weighed, according to legend and in the humble opinion of the whimsical ruler of Bunnyland named Muffin the Great, more than a load of carrots. With long, spindly limbs and a slightly awkward gait, Natayee was a sight to behold, and not entirely welcome in her hometown of Canacunuck. She had a strange way of babbling about myriads of stories about times gone by, wore shiny things in her nose and lip, and had ink stains all over her arm and back that she could never quite wash off. Natayee was a misfit at the best of times and struggled to find a place to fit in. Her fellow citizens, uncomfortable with her unique presence, decided it was best for her to move on. With a heavy heart and a small pack of belongings that included maple syrup, chocolate chips, and hand-knitted set of toque and mittens, Natayee set out for a place called the Badlands on the far side of Bunnyland. The journey was long and filled with challenges, but she hoped that the Badlands would offer her the peace and acceptance she craved. As Natayee trudged through the lush fields of Bunnyland, she spotted a cute little white bunny hopping towards her.
I'm cute, Nay.
You are cute, Muffin. It was Muffin the Great, the smart, perfect, sweet, and curious ruler of Bunnyland. Muffin, standing 3 apples tall, looked up at Natayee with wide, friendly eyes.
Hello there. I'm Muffin, ruler of Bunnyland. You must be Natayee, the werdio from Canacunuck.
Muffin said, her voice cheerful and welcoming.
My bunions who live and hop throughout the lands have been watching you and brought word to me of your presence here. What brings you to Bunnyland?
Well, I'm moving to the Badlands, Natayee replied, her voice deep and resonant, but also sounding very sad. Canacunuck wanted to get rid of their only Werido, and I'm seeking a new place to call home. Muffin's nose twitched thoughtfully.
That doesn't sound very nice. Bunnyland welcomes everyone, including werdios. Let me introduce you to my friend Woof Woof. He's an enthusiastic yet simple soul. He'll be thrilled to meet you.
Woof Woof, the ever-helpful dog with a heart of gold, bounded over to them, his tail wagging enthusiastically. Woof! Woof Woof!
Hi, I'm Woof Woof.
He barked happily.
Welcome to Bunnyland, Natayee.
And with that, Woof Woof began to thoroughly wash Natayee's hands and face with his tongue. Natayee giggled, grateful for the warm welcome and because dogs had always made her feel loved no matter what. Well, thank you, Woof Woof. It's nice to meet you, too. Woof Woof sniffed the air around Natayee and tilted his head.
You smell funny, but I like you. I choose you to be my human,
he declared with a wag of his tail. Natayee chuckled, then with a happy tear rolling down her cheek, she said, Thank you, Woof Woof. I am so honored. Chapter 2, The Journey Continues. Muffin and Woof Woof decided to accompany Natayee on her journey to the Badlands. As they traveled together, they chatted about their lives and shared stories. Natayee learned that Muffin loved to talk about carrots.
Well, duh.
And Woof Woof enjoyed sniffing everything and checking his pea mail often along the way. The journey was not without its difficulties. At one point, they came across a wide river that blocked their path. Natayee, with her long limbs, easily waded across, but Muffin and Woof Woof needed some help. Natayee lifted them gently and carried them to the other side.
Thank you, Natayee.
Muffin said, shaking off the water from her cute fur.
You're very strong.
Well, I'm happy to help, Natayee replied, smiling down at her new friends, shaking out her gloriously messed up golden hairdo.
Murmel?
As they continued their journey, they encountered a dense forest. The trees were tall and closely packed, making it difficult to navigate. Natayee used her height to look over the treetops and find the best path through the forest. With her guidance, they made it through without getting lost.
We're almost there,
Muffin said, with her eyes sparkling with cute excitement.
The Badlands are just ahead.
Chapter 3. Arrival at the Badlands. After a long walk, or lots of many hops, Muffin stopped and pointed out to a beautiful landscape. Natayee was surprised by what she saw. Instead of a barren, desolate place, the so-called Badlands were a wide-open expanse of rugged yet lush beauty. The land was dotted with patches of wildflowers, rocky outcrops, and grassy knolls. In the center of the Badlands stood a small, one-room grass hut. A clear, cold creek flowed nearby, making a lovely background
Blah, 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 blah.
sound. The grass hut was simple and rustic, but it had a certain charm to it. Natayee felt a sense of relief wash over her. This would be her new home.
It's not much, but it's a start.
Muffin said, hopping around the hut.
We can help you fix it up and make it cozy. You see, a long time ago, a whole bunch of long times ago, the timber burned down in these parts. So we named this area burnt timber instead of a Badlands name.
Muffin whipped out a small bun phone to call the Murmel cows to eat down the overgrown lawn around the hut. Natayee definitely preferred the name her new friends had given this beautiful area. Burnt timber. It had a nice ring to it. She could see that after the forest fire long ago, there was new life and new growth everywhere. Everything came back stronger and more green and more beautiful. I love it. Burnt timber it is, declared Natayee. Woof Woof barked in agreement.
Great. I'll help you do whatever you want around here, Natayee.
Woof! Tears of gratitude welled up in Natayee's eyes. Thank you both so much. I don't know what I would do without you. Chapter 4.
Nay, here we go again. Nay, you saying that 4. I told you, Nay, we ain't got no yellow that go that tall, Nay. God, Nay.
Chapter 4. Settling in. Over the next days, with Muffin and Woof Woof's help, Natayee began to settle into her new home. They worked together to improve the grass hut, weaving fresh grass into the walls, adding decorative evergreen boughs, colorful flowers, and patching up the roof. The docile Murmel cows came by regularly to give the lawn a quick chew with complimentary fertilization. Muffin even planted some prickly thorn bushes around the hut to make it more inviting. Muffin's sense of providing help was sometimes askew. As they worked, Natayee couldn't help but feel a deep sense of belonging. Despite being different, she was accepted and loved by her new friends. They didn't see her as an oddity, but as someone special and unique. One evening, as they sat around a small campfire outside the hut, Muffin brought out a basket of carrots.
These are for you, Natayee. A welcome gift from Bunnyland.
Natayee took out a carrot and smiled. Thank you, Muffin. This means a lot to me. As Natayee bit into the carrot, it popped, leaving juice all on Natayee's face. Everyone had a good laugh.
Don't mind, Natayee. Well, you're not supposed to eat the juicy carrots. God, Natayee.
But I thought you were sharing it.
I ain't sharing that. Just give me back my carrot.
Okay, shh.
Shush me. I'm a full-grown bunny.
Chapter 5. A Community of Friends. Word of Natayee's arrival soon spread through Bunnyland, and more of Muffin's friends came to visit. Little Brown, the fuzzy brown bear, brought a jar of honey as a gift.
Murmel, 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 murmel.
The jar was wet and sticky. It turns out that Little Brown was licking the excess honey off the jar. Nom Nom, the friendly beaver, offered to help build a proper dam to ensure Natayee's hut would always have a fresh water supply.
Num, num, num.
By building a dam and a tiny water highway between the nearby lake where the guppies lived, Natayee could receive visits from the guppies who lived there.
Glub, glub, glub.
As more friends gathered, they decided to throw a welcome party for Natayee. They decorated the area with colorful, biodegradable ribbons and balloons, and everyone brought food and gifts to share.
And Nay, wait. Don't you mean to throw in a party for me, Nay?
Yes, Muffin. We always throw parties for Muffin.
Well, okay, Nay.
There was music, dancing, and laughter, filling what was once called the Badlands and was now renamed Burnt Timber with joy. Natayee looked around at her new friends and felt a warmth in her heart. She had found a community that accepted her for who she was. The Badlands, once a place of uncertainty, had become her home filled with love and friendship. Chapter 6, A Bright Future.
Yeah, keep making them these numbers.
As the days turned into weeks, Natayee continued to thrive in the Badlands. She made more friends and found ways to contribute to the community. Her unique abilities, her height, and strength proved to be invaluable. She helped build new structures, clear paths, and even acted as a lookout from her tall vantage point. Muffin often visited, bringing fresh care roots and sharing stories about how she could leave Bunnyland and visit distant places with just the twitch of her cute pink bunny nose. Muffin loved to visit places that were
Far, very far away, Nay.
from Bunnyland, and when Muffin would go off on her interbunbuntional travels, Woof Woof remained a loyal companion by staying in Bunnyland, always ready to help and offer his unwavering friendship. There were many things about one another that over time the friends would learn. For example, one sunny day, as Natayee stood on a hill overlooking her new home, Muffin hopped up beside her and passed gas, making the cutest sound. Without skipping a beat, she looked over at Natayee and declared,
You come a long way, Nay. We're so glad you're here.
I'm glad I'm here too, Natayee replied, her eyes filled with gratitude and tears, thanks to the potent scent of fermenting carrots. Thank you for everything, Muffin. You've given me a new purpose. Natayee then realized that this gas passing must be one of Muffin's talents, or perhaps it was how friendships were solidified in Bunnyland. Back in Canacunuck, doing this would often offend other humans and even alienate them. Muffin smiled and twitched her nose and said,
That's what friends are for, Nay. No matter where you come from, what you look like, or what strange behaviors you may have, Bunnyland will always welcome you with open arms. Or in that case, paws, Nay. We got paws.
Natayee looked out over the landscape of burnt timber and the beautiful creek nearby, now all teeming with life. She knew that her journey had led her to the place where she truly belonged. With her new friends by her side, she faced the future with hope and happiness, ready for whatever adventures lay ahead.
Murmur. Nay, Lil Brown said, can you have the jars back? Because he needed to put honey back in there. And he's sorry for licking all alone, but they were good.
Okay, Muffin. Okay, Little Brown.
Thank you for listening to Memoirs of Muffin the Great. And if you enjoyed listening to this story, please make sure to share, like, and subscribe.